How's it going tonight, everyone? This is Cobra Kai Studios, and I'm your host, Daniel-san. And in tonight's video, we're going to go a little bit more in detail and kind of just discuss the Season 3 date announcement trailer teaser. I don't know if you can even call it a full trailer, because it's really short, but we'll call it a trailer anyways for this video. That Netflix just announced today, where we finally got our release date of January 8th. So, first off, let's start off with this. Who's excited that we're going to get Season 3 in January? It's a hell of a lot better than April, May, or whatever other date that could have possibly been the case, right? But there's a lot of things that we see in this, this little short 40-second, 30-second clip. Main one that we start off that kind of puzzled me was, why is Johnny in jail? Because it looks like he's in jail. After rewatching it kind of appears that he's in jail, not actually visiting someone in jail, What do you think? Why do you think that is? Do you think that he's in jail for some reason? There's a big speculation that maybe him and Kreese get into a fight, and that's where he's in jail, because you obviously see Kreese is bloodied up a little bit in this little teaser, and it's got me puzzled as to what exactly is going to happen in Season 3. I mean, I just don't understand that. I don't know. Do you think that it's someone else that Kreese gets into, and that's why he's bloodied, or do you think it's Johnny? If you watch the teaser, it also looks like Johnny himself has been kind of beat up a little bit there. Especially when the very first, kind of thing is, Daniel telling him, well, you should have seen this coming. Or do you think he gets into a fight with Daniel? Do you think we finally get him and Daniel's fight? What do you think? What do you think we're going to see there? That has me really, really puzzled. It really does. Next thing I wanted to kind of talk about is the fact that we see Daniel really upset. Why is he so upset? What is he upset about? Miguel? Is he upset about something else that we're going to see moving forward? Does him and Amanda actually split up? Is there some kind of, maybe not a split up, but like a huge fight between them? Because obviously, he wants to continue teaching his students. He just started to build Miyagi-Do, and he actually started to get a lot more students coming into Season 2. And now, he looks upset. Why do you think he's upset? Yeah, I know this video is kind of a mix of everything. This is kind of my theories, like a fan question from myself video mixed in with just kind of me breaking down what I feel about the Season 3 trailer. Now, I want you all that's watching to also leave comments if you're here in the live premiere, which you probably won't be because it's going to be super late because I had a busy day today. Didn't get to get the videos I wanted to get done, but I guess tomorrow's another day, right? So, I still want to get the top 10 best fighters of Cobra Kai Karate Kid universe, as well as the top 10 worst fighters. I want to get those two videos done. I need to get the Cobra Kai Easter egg video part 2 done. So we got quite a bit of content to be going over and making in the next few days, as well as more of these, fan question type videos, because I really enjoy making these. These are just kind of the 20-30 minutes a night where we just get to sit and talk about Cobra Kai. But what do you think? Why do you think that Daniel was so upset? And why do you think Amanda is? I'm sure it could play into the whole Miguel situation, but at the same time, it might not. If you notice, because they show Daniel upset, and then they show Amanda upset. Like, the very next clip is Amanda upset. So it's kind of like, huh? But at the same time, you do see Amanda comforting Sam, so it's probably to do with Miguel. It probably is. That's probably what that whole situation is. Next thing you kind of see is Sam reflecting on her scars. It really makes me wonder where the characters in the show are gonna be at, mind state, etc. moving forward into Season 3. Obviously, they're gonna be really not in the best of mindset because of what happened to Miguel. But another thing that we see that's really, really interesting is Robbie does indeed obviously get in trouble. This answers some of our fan questions of, is Robbie gonna get in trouble for kicking Miguel over? I don't know if that's exactly why he's in jail, but you do see him in jail. Like, you see that little bitty clip. He's wearing a juvenile detention center suit. And, there's a cop escorting him with someone else that's in front of him to what looks like a cell block or whatever you want to know, a jail cell. What do you think's the situation there? What do you think is his charges? You think it's because he did that to Miguel? I kind of do, because it almost looks like the cop that we've seen that cop in Season 2. Not the one that shows up at the end, but he looks familiar. But nonetheless, we do in fact see him kind of in a in a situation now. So it kind of opens up some of our fan question theories that we have that, Is he going to get bailed out, etc.? But as a juvenile, you can't get bailed out. That's just how it is here in New Mexico. So, your parents can't bail you out. If you get in trouble, you have to hope that the judge releases you on probation or whatever, be the case. So that's a really huge puzzler there. Another thing is the Tori clip. We see Tori for like a little second, like walking into a room. What do you think that's about? Me personally, I don't really know what I could say on that. I don't know what I would say that's about. Nonetheless, what do you think? Why do you think that they show that little teaser of Tori? Another thing that I've noticed a lot of people are excited about is the fact that Hawk has a new tattoo, which is obviously covering up his Moon tattoo, which kind of might mean that him and, he's kind of done with Moon. He's gotten over the fact that him and Moon are not going to be a thing anymore, and so he's moving on, which, what do you think? Who do you think he's going to end up being with? A lot of people speculate Hawk is going to end up going with, Tori or something along that lines. I've even heard a couple speculations of Sam, but I don't think that's the case. I don't see Sam and Hawk being a thing. Do you? I'm really puzzled as to who beat the hell out of Kreese's face. I'm curious to see where that goes. I'm hoping it is Johnny, kind of. I think that would be a really interesting twist if Johnny, kind of showed him what's up, taking Cobra Kai back from him and kind of making him look like the horrible sensei when he really wasn't. Honestly, Kreese is, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of Kreese. There is characters in the show I don't like even more so than Kreese. Amanda. Cough, cough. I'm just saying. It's not that she's a horrible person. It's just that I don't like the way she portrays herself in certain episodes. And that's just my opinion. Obviously there's people that are fans of Amanda, and that's fine. You're allowed to have anybody that you like in the show. But our point of our channel and videos here are just to kind of explain why you feel the way you do about these characters. Kind of just talk about Cobra Kai and express your feelings about it. Because here we like to hear everybody's opinion, whether I agree with it, disagree with it, etc. Maybe you can change my opinion, maybe you change your mind on certain things. I have had a couple people explain certain theories and situations that I'm like, oh, that actually makes more sense than what I thought, and that's great. I love that. The biggest news of the whole trailer, though, the whole teaser, was the heartbeat yesterday. And we had no idea what it was meaning. Now we understand. It's because Miguel wakes up, which answers so many people's questions as, does Miguel die? Well, obviously he don't die. We pretty much knew he wasn't going to die, but so many people assumed he was going to die. I'm happy that we can finally get that at least answered out of the way. He's obviously not going to die. He is, in fact, going to wake up. And another thing that it also proves is that when Johnny, the character William, in an interview kind of slipped up that there's going to be a time jump. Obviously, you see the time jump just in that little clip. Because Miguel's face is not all bruised up and such anymore, which means he's had time to heal. But we do see him wearing a back brace and stuff, which kind of makes you wonder what all injuries he really did sustain. Does he have a broken back? What all other injuries to his legs might, be the case? It makes you wonder. What do you think? How injured do you think Miguel personally is? I would say he's pretty damn bad, but it being Cobra Kai, Miguel being, one of the main characters of the show, my favorite character of the show, I personally feel like, yeah, he's going to probably be injured in a very serious way, but I feel like because of the way the show is, he's going to somehow overcome that injury and progress back to hopefully the same status that he was at. Hopefully it doesn't make him less of a fighter, and I don't see that being the case. What do you think? Do you feel like Miguel's going to not be the same Miguel that we got to enjoy and grow to know in Season 1 and 2? Or you think that he's going to eventually just kind of get back on track and be back to who he was? Another thing that's awesome that we got confirmed is that Season 4 is already a go. Netflix has already, gave them the green light for Season 4. Obviously, they haven't started filming it yet, but they did say Season 4 is in training. So, obviously, we will get Season 4. Question is when. It would be really awesome if they, make January the set date for Cobra Kai, so that way we can kind of hope that Season 4 gets done in time, so that way they can, air Season 4 January of next year. I don't know if that'll be the case. I guess it's going to really just depend on this pandemic going on in the world right now, of whether or not we actually do get to see Season 4 in January of 2022. What do you think? Do you feel like we're going to get to see Season 4 in 2022? Early 2022? You think it's going to be a little later? I guess it just kind of depends. I feel like they could possibly wrap up season 4 within a 6-month period. So say if they can at least start filming it by like February, I think they can get all the editing and done in time by January. Especially working with Netflix, I feel like they have a greater opportunity to do so. They're going to obviously bring in more capital money to actually be able to do so. They could probably get more editors, more designers, etc., just to kind of help put everything in the production team, kind of build a better production team, in other words, a bigger production team, and be able to actually give it to us by January of 2022. But then again, I don't know. It's going to really just kind of depend. Really, it really is. It's just going to kind of depend. But you know, that's kind of all we get in the clip is this little bitty, you know, 20-something second teaser, and that's what it is. It's not really a full trailer. It's just kind of a teaser trailer, basically. Obviously, we will get a full trailer, I'm assuming, probably in the next month, maybe even December, right before they decide to, you know, get ready to bring in season 3. That's just my opinion. Obviously, it could be either or. You know, I don't know though. What do you think? You feel like we're gonna get an actual full teaser? You know, an actual full trailer coming soon? You think that that's just gonna be it until, you know, January? I don't. I just feel like that was like the hype before the hype. That was like the pre-trailer. Obviously, I don't know. I guess it could be and could not be. But in my opinion, I feel like that was just like the little pre-trailer thing that we can expect. Just what I think. So, what do you think? I want to hear all your opinions on this. Now, obviously, this is not my normal fan questions video. But at the same time, it's kind of just my theories on what to expect. What we kind of seen in season 3's little teaser that they gave us, even though it was very short. But it does seem like they did kind of answer some of our fan questions that we do talk about. Now, obviously, tomorrow I will be making my fan questions video that we didn't get to make today, unfortunately. But at the same time, I'm also going to try to get I don't know if I want to release the top 10 worst fighters video first or the top 10 best fighters video first. So, if you don't mind, comment down below and let me know what you'd rather see first. The top 10 worst fighters video or the top 10 best fighters video. Each video I plan to be about a 30-40 minute video. I know, a longer video. But I don't want to just be like, hey, these are my top 10, you know, favorite fighters. Boom, that's it. I want to kind of explain to you why I feel like they're the best fighters, you know. Like, I don't want them just to be this, like, it's to my top 10, my favorite fighters. It's just my top 10 best fighters that I personally believe are the best fighters of the whole Karate Kid and Cobra Kai series. So, obviously, it's not just going to be Cobra Kai. It's going to be a mix of all. That's why we're going to have 10 spots. Because, yeah, I just feel like it's only fair. Obviously, I know for sure Johnny's going to make it on the list of top 10 best fighters. And I'm going to have to say that Dimitri's going to be on the top 10 worst fighters. That's just two of them that I wanted to kind of, you know, explain. Now, obviously, there's plenty of good fighters in the show, so obviously we could have probably more than top 10, and there's not really 10 of the worst fighters, so it's kind of just going to be, they're not quite as good as the top 10 kind of deal. Because not that anybody's a horrible fighter in the show, it's just they all have their own things that make them good and make them bad. It's just my opinion. But feel free to leave any kind of comments or any kind of theories, questions you want me to kind of debate. Obviously, I have quite a bit of questions from yesterday's video, from the fan questions video, to go over in tomorrow's fan questions video. But don't feel free to add more. I mean, if we have to make it a 30-40 minute video, I would be more than happy to do that. I enjoy just sitting here and getting to talk about Cobra Kai. It's a lot of enjoyment to me, and I don't mind making the video as long as it needs to be. Obviously, with the top 10 fighter videos, I want to kind of incorporate a little bit of backstory to each fighter. Some of the, you know, signature moves that they do that you see in the show or movies. I want to kind of explain their martial arts status, because I love to get into the explaining and detailing about the martial arts, but man, it takes these videos and makes them so much longer, and I don't know if y'all like longer videos or not. So also give me feedback, you know. I enjoy feedback. If you feel like I'm making the videos too long in those type of videos, obviously let me know. I'll try to make them shorter. If you feel like you're fine with me, you know, going into bigger detail and making a super long video, I'm also fine with that. It's, you know, it's a part of the learning process. Obviously, I'm still new to YouTube, so I got ways to go. You know, I got some learning to do. I'm, you know, filming with the veterans here. There's a lot of people that have been on YouTube for quite a while and have a lot more experience with the editing and filming and sound quality and production and overall making videos. They know what's interesting and what's not. I'm still learning that, unfortunately. So I got a long ways to go, but, you know, I had to put my foot in the water and get going somewhere. So we're going to keep going. Obviously, when it comes to the martial arts, there's a lot that I know, but at the same time, there's even more that I don't. Because for every one thing I was trained, someone else out there was trained something different or 2 times more things, you know. So if you're a martial artist and you also train in martial arts, feel free to add your input, you know, because obviously we're going to have different inputs on certain things just as we might agree. And that's what makes the video so important to me, is that we as a community can kind of sit here and just enjoy things together, get to kind of explain everything. Obviously, let me know how you feel about the season 3 trailer. What do you think that trailer was really kind of hinting at in certain things? Obviously, I really want to know, why was Kreese bloodied? Why was Johnny behind jail cells? We're pretty sure we know why Robbie was behind in the juvie. You know, I'm pretty sure we all know why that is. Obviously, him kicking Miguel over, and then that cop was there, or security guard, whatever you want to call him, sees him. Obviously, you know, he's in trouble for that, which was to be expected. I honestly expected that. That wasn't something that caught me off guard, because at the same time, I think most of us all kind of knew that something had to happen there, and it really makes sense. Robbie obviously got arrested for hurting Miguel. That's just plain and simple. But at the same time, what do you think? I want to know your feedback and your opinions to all of this, so feel free to comment below. If you're in the premiere watching this, which I don't know if many will be, because this is going to be a really late premiere, considering it's 10 o'clock my time now as I'm filming this, so let me know. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, so you're not just hearing me ramble on, because I have no problem just sitting here and talking over and over about plenty of different things. But anyways, we're going to end this video here, so that way I can get it edited, get it uploaded, and then I'm going to start working on tomorrow's videos, because I'm going to try to do 2 or 3. Obviously, I don't know that I'm going to get both the top 10 and, you know, best and worst fighter videos out, but I'm going to at least get one of those and our fan question video. So expect 2 videos tomorrow. We might do one early before I go to work, and then do the fan question videos at like a normal late time, because I really enjoy the late night uploads. I don't know why. That's just best time for me to upload, best time for me to be able to enjoy the premiere with you all, and chat with you in the live chat, and kind of just hang out. So that's going to be it for this one, everyone. I want to say thank you to all of you that are watching. Thank you, Bonsai Kai Dojo. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, everyone that's not subscribing to me. It doesn't matter. As long as you watch the video, maybe enjoy just a little bit of it, that's all that matters. And we'll see you on the next one, everyone. Don't forget, stay badass.